Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at the Misc Prospector and the Misfortune. Let's get into it. So I know the Prospector is the oldest, but today we're going to be looking at the Fortune first. So this is one of the newer model ships from Misc, which, by the way, we moved on from Mirai last episode into Misc, and now we are doing the first episode of Misc here now. So as we come up the back, obviously there is the front entrance, but I'm obviously doing a tour, so we're going to start at the back and work our way forward. We do have some nice components tucked away inside, so our shield generator and our cooler is back here. Now when we walk forward, we have what is the salvaging bay, where your salvage will get stored up in here, and then will auto eject when it makes the right size material, and then ejected into these gravity pads here to be held in place for you to then take off whenever you need to go to a station and sell them. Obviously there isn't that much storage space in here, like, because it's so small, but again, it's a good starting point into the salvage industry. It does only come with 16 SEU of storage, which is pretty decent, but again, this middle section here, you can see all of where your boxes would be held in here. And as we move forward, we have computers, shields, we have our bed here and some storage on the bottom. We have some more stuff over here on this wall, which looks to be more components, things like that, storage for other things, gravity gens, all of that stuff. For some reason, I've picked up this fuse before and it won't place itself again. It's going to disappear and come back in my hand in a second. But anyways, this is your engineering terminal for the ship, which is quite nice. And then when you come in here, I mean, it's very handy because it's right next to the command, like where the cockpit is, so it's very handy. But in here we have a very small toilet, just for yourself, and a shower. Sitting on the toilet while having a shower. And then we've got a sink here as well, which is quite a nice little small toilet. I don't agree with the shower being where it is, but it is what it is. Now here is where you would normally get in the ship, right here, and get out, but obviously I took the back entrance because I wanted to tour this entire thing from the back forward. Now at the very front here we enter the pilot seat, which again, this is a little bit different from Misc. Obviously Misc, the Prospector has the same glass front piece here, but obviously it isn't like the little slit in the front where the visor goes and like the windshield goes in Misc ships most of the time. You'll see what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, you'll see what I mean when it comes to looking at the other ships later on. But yeah, this, all you would do is you would get in here, and then when you'd go somewhere, you would enter this mode. You'd start scraping away the ship, and then when you're ready, you can obviously tractor beam it, you can pull it around, do whatever you need. But yeah, I mean, this thing is very, very early game kind of style thing. So like, if you haven't got a salvage ship, you don't own one in the pledge store, and you're just getting into it, this, just along like the Drake Vulture, is a very early stage kind of place to get into the business. So now we're going to be looking at the Misc Prospector. Now this thing has become a little bit more expensive over the years, but it is what it is. I mean, this is a really nice early starting miner ship. You can obviously buy this on the pledge store if you want to, but if you want to buy it in game, it's going to be a little bit more expensive than the Fortune, but I guess that's fine. But this interior is a lot different because this only has an area for its components. It only has a little bit area for a bed where you can log out and stuff. It does obviously have an area for water and maybe some food as well. It might be an all-in-one. You do have some towel storage down here too, which is nice to see. Now in here we do have a little bit of a more well-lit toilet than the last one. Again, the shower is a little bit of, don't know about that one, but we've got some survival kit here and some more space for you wherever you want to put all of your deodorants and stuff. So yeah, it's a nice little neat small interior, and again, oh wait, no, we do have storage on the bottom there, just I can't seem to access it right now, but might just be bugged. But yeah, there's no way of getting down or anything. The only way in and out is through this door here. But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into the cockpit. So yeah, again, the big glass window is quite nice because I mean you get to see everything rather than just a tiny little window. But yeah, let's turn this bad boy on. So yeah, this thing comes with a lot of but actually it's not that much, but it does come with some storage for its minerals and stuff that you get from mining. Now again, you go all the way through until your mining arm deploys, and then you would obviously start fracturing the rock. If you press Alt and scroll, you can obviously increase the laser's intensity. So yeah, that changes from low all the way up to high. And obviously power usage and temperature wise, you'd have to be quite careful with this now. But again, that is how you would do that. And again, you'd obviously have to be careful if you are new to mining, just in case you fry it or anything like that. So, and go over the temperature that it recommends. But again, if you click Alt and then click, it brings it up to extraction mode, which will then extract the ores that have been on the floor, and they will go into your bags that you've got in the back in this bit here. I cannot actually show you, but the bags on the side of the ship here. But yeah, once you're done, you would just press the middle mouse button and it change mode back to the normal mode, and then you just fly off and go back home. Well, actually, no, you would go to a refinery first, sorry. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for these tours. I mean, yeah, these are very, very early game kind of starting ships when it comes to salvage and mining. Obviously, there is other ones prior to this, but if you're looking to get yourself in, maybe to like medium level, kind of medium entry level, then these are the ships for you. They obviously there's the starter ships, like there is the Golem for I believe mining, and then there's obviously the other one, the Salvation now for salvaging. So yeah, you can obviously pick those ones, but again, it's completely up to you. But again, once you've worked up a little bit of money, I'm assuming everyone would like to go for a little bit of a bigger ship with a little bit more room. Now yeah, let's go ahead and start talking about some prices, shall we? So, to get the MISC Prospector, I'll just start on this. If you want to buy this thing in game, you can buy this thing in 3 places in Pyro. So first off, we've got Obituary, Checkmate, and Ruin Station, with all of which you can buy for 2.29 million. If you want to come all the way over to Lawville, you can buy this thing for 2.78 million. So it's not bad, and it's a little bit cheaper than the rest. Now, if you want to buy the Fortune, you can actually buy this in Nyx for 1.98 million. If you want to buy it in Obituary, Checkmate, and Ruin Station, you can buy it for all the same price of 1.89 million. But if you want to buy this thing in New Deal in Lawville, you can buy this thing for 1.79 million. So it's pretty good. Pretty cheap. Now, the Prospector comes in at $155 on the Pledge Store, whereas the Fortune actually comes in at being a bit more expensive, coming in at $175. Now, the math ain't mathin' in game, but obviously that is the Pledge Store, because salvaging might be simpler than doing mining. But again, that is just the prices that are on the Pledge Store. They might update at some point. I don't know. So yeah, that's going to be everything. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and bye for now.